Oh, hello there. Hi YouTube. This is Blu-ray Cinema again for another video talking about movies of yesterday, today, tomorrow, and next week, and the future, and all that good stuff. What we're talking about today is I didn't know what I was going to talk about really, so I just chose something at random. But this is The Hills Have Eyes Part 2, 1985. No Arrow video put out I don't know how long ago. Just see in the back here if I can find it. I'm sorry, 1984, and I guess in 2017, 2018, probably. So this is a sequel to the original Hills Have Eyes, which I think I covered. But mostly I'm going to talk about this today, or just something random because I didn't know what I was going to talk about really. And you probably heard what Vinegar Syndrome has been doing lately with Orbit DVD and all that stuff. I'm not going to talk about that because it's just repetitious stuff that people want to talk about. And, you know, do that to Orbit DVD and talk about DVD is a mess. So far, Vinegar Syndrome stuff is on Amazon. So far, so good. But who knows, in a couple months that could change. I don't know what the outcome is going to be of that. I don't know. And, you know, other YouTubers are ranting and raving about it, and people have given up on Vinegar Syndrome and stuff. I haven't yet because what they sell for me is not that great. But what I want is very specific, and it's not on Amazon yet, so I may have to go through Vinegar Syndrome and what have you. And it's like what I talked about last time. My last video, my last two videos, like Landscape Limited, they were doing the same shit. Like, we got limited stuff. Oh, when this studios has started limited stuff, I don't know. But it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that they're doing this now when Barnes & Nobles has stuff like this, where Barnes & Nobles isn't getting written up for it or getting reported about that stuff and having, you know, selling Arrow and Kino and other stuff. They're not getting schooled for it. Amazon is going to get schooled for it, as far as I know. I don't know other places that, I don't know about Soundgarden or those places that are whoever has Boomos, because my city and state don't. But I don't know if they're getting backlash because of it either. I don't know. But anyway, Number Hills Attitude Probe Arrow, and this is what we call, as I said before, the hard hats. And what video was I seen a long time ago. Here's the front. Here's the back. It's an okay sequel. I mean, it's not bad. It's better than the remake that they did. All the remakes are of their own thing. You get this mini booklet here with guy on a motorcycle on back and front. So it's you know 7-8 years after the original movie. They do have I believe two of the original cast members from the original Hills Have Eyes, which is the Native American girl, and they have the boy who survived. Everybody else they don't have, and this is the poster right here. I'll show this in a mini second. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's Wes Craven's Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, so you think you're lucky to be alive. There's that right there, what you see in the hardback. And this is right here, this is, I'm trying to show it to someone who cover my face. This right here, just the back of it. So there you go, right there. Yeah, it's. I'm not going to go through this book because if I show pictures and whatnot, I really don't want to get, you know, reported or taken off my channel because I did something copyright infringement. So this is a limited edition, and I'll read the back of the box here. This is the case. I'll show the case in a minute. All right, part 2. Yep, Wes Craven. After he did A Nightmare on Elm Street 1. And yeah, a group of kids. No, Mario Costin goes back to the desert again with a survivor. with the two survivors, and then they get hit by the cannibal kin again. Pluto, played by Michael Berryman, and a big guy called the Reaper. And yes, they have flashbacks to Hills Have Eyes 1, but very, very low. So I didn't get the 4. Wait, yeah, there's no 4. I don't think there's 4K. This is 4K of the first one. There might be 4K this one. I'm not sure. I have to recheck everything, but there probably is. Address it probably sold out, or you can probably find standard. If not, I know the original Hills Have Eyes still has a 4K, but maybe not this one. So this one is a brand new 2K restoration from original film elements, probably from the 35mm in the positive, I'm guessing. Original compressed mono audio English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. Brand new audio commentary with a hysteria continues. I don't know, that's a podcast or what, or have you? I don't fucking know. Blood, Sand, and Fire. They're making Hills Have Eyes Part 2. Making a documentary for ZZP producer Peter Locke. Actors Michael Berryman and Janice Bliss. Production designer Dahmer Bruno. Composer Hanny Manfrini. And new production manager Flash First Ascent director John Callis. Still Gallery original Seattle to trailer. Reversal C for original new commission artwork by Paul Snipper. Or some fold-out poster, which I just showed you. 6 postcards, which I do have somewhere. I think they're in the case there. Or in the Blu-ray thing. New edition 4-page booklet featuring new writing on the film by Amanda Reeves and an archival set visual article from Fangoria. 90 minutes. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, so yeah, there's the back right there. If I take the back off like that, yep, see you go. There's back like that. The Reaper dude, yeah, with a hubcap in the middle of his body, yeah. Okay. And there's what the original poster did look like that you seen on the big poster I showed you. But the Seattle poster looked like. So you're lucky to be alive right there. There you go. And there's backwards blue. But then you open it, so yeah, I do got the postcards right here. So yeah. Whoa. I don't think I covered it for that. And then the stuff where they did teasers for the upcoming, which is Waterworld, which I don't give a shit about Waterworld. I don't care, because the film is ugly. It's not a good movie. A lot of people like it for some reason, but I don't like it because it is. Yeah, there's postcards right here. Yeah, I don't think I can get rid of for some postcards, can I? No, I don't think so. No. Here's the Hills Have Eyes in another country. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe people do. Yep. There's stills of the film right there. I don't think I can written up for that. No. And stuff like that. No. Nah. I don't think so. No. But there you go. And I'll show you the Blu-ray disc in a minute. Well, there's the Blu-ray disc right there. Yeah. Right there. Yep. So. And then the commercial cover same as the hardback box set. But yeah, right there. Right there. Okay, cool. Okay. So, yeah, as I said, I think I'm going to do, probably, if not this week, next week, I'm probably going to answer that poll. Because I know what got chosen, but I'll give another couple of days to see what anybody else wants me to cover. But there you go, Hills Have Eyes Part 2 right there from Arrow. I gotta see there's that date they put this out though, because I can't tell. Huh. Oh, it was 1919. Okay, 2019. That makes more sense. I was off. My bad. So, wait, put this back in. Yeah. So, what do you think of Arrow video? Because there's a lot more arrows I want to get, but I'm not like all these YouTubers or some YouTubers that like get everything and then end up hating or regretting what they get for free or what they buy, and because they can have every finger syndrome, ultra every single single archive. And not all B movies are great or fun, and not all like the Paramount Presents line, or the Restaurant Video line, or the VSU line, or or all Arrow Blu-rays. They're not all good. I said before, and I state this really, really. I got hammered this in a little bit, and I do got hammered in. I do got hammered this in that seriously that a lot of films in the 1990s don't work like they used to. They're not great. They're not fun. Case in point, ones that Cinema put up for the alt-right, Virtuosity. Nobody wanted that. People know it sucks, but some people fucking bought it. Why, just to have it? If you just have to have, and you know it's crap, why have it? Or Congo. Not my people like Congo, and I hate the thing. I mean, it's okay film for Bruce Campbell, but it's not great. It just is dull, and it sucks. It's a little better than Peter Jackson's King Kong. Yeah, in a way, I give it that. But it just, I mean, is it better than the Kong vs. Godzilla stuff now? No, and it never will be. Even Bruce Campbell said, you know, he could. Even Bruce Campbell said in an interview I just watched, that was probably maybe a couple months to a year old. He did Congo, and he couldn't change. He could not change a line. He had to follow the script as follows, and he knew the movie sucked. It was written by a great author, Michael Crichton, which is great author. But he goes, "What's good on paper is not good on film." And I totally believe that. I do. In my gut, I believe that. And he knows that he did Congo. He knows the movie fucking sucked. And it sucks. And people still bought the 4K. Because they have to have. That's... If you're into Blu-ray collecting and you just have to have, even movies that fucking suck, then you don't belong... You don't bother collecting. Because down the road, you're going to regret this shit and say, why did I bother? Why did I bother? Why did I bother? Like, people like Showgirls, I don't. I try watching it several times, and I just don't understand why people like it. And that one, I don't like it, but that one I can forgive people having. That one I can forgive. It's not for me, it's for our people, it's not for me. Okay, I can forgive that one. But people got in Virtuosity, Congo, you know, or 4K boys where they know the movie they didn't see, or they know it fucking tanked, and they knew when they watched it younger it tanked, and they still get it anyways. Like Navy SEALs, nobody wanted it for 4K, and I watched it on Tubi. And it's okay movie, but it's not great. It just really. It's just stuff I've seen before. Stuff I've seen better that come after it. Stuff I've seen before that movie came out. That movie doesn't work. I mean, you know, that was all VSU line. And they just did Golden Child. Okay, Golden Child is not bad. It's alright. So people that want that, if you're someone, go for it. If you have seen it, if you like that thing, you know, go for that, whatever. But if you're just buying like some comfort, I can understand. You like that film, okay. I kind of like that, but I'm not sure if I want that. I may have to rewatch it at some point. If I get Blu-ray instead of 4K, so be it. But I like stuff like Avenging Force, Invasion USA. Swim to Cambodia, that's my kind of shit. You know, Transfers to Mount Toys, that's my kind of shit. Cyborg, I can give that film credit. That's my kind of shit. And I like that shit. But if you're just buying stuff like Primal Rage, you know, stuff you don't know if you're gonna like it or not, and then you're fucking hating it, but yeah, I keep it in collection because part of it, blah blah blah. No, you don't. And that's why a lot of these YouTubers are stopping buying finger cinema shit because they're going way too much with their stuff, or it's costing too much, or they got too many lines going, like cinematography, which I didn't buy any of those because Low Dollars is not for me. It's more of a female film anyway. It's more for girls than it is for guys, and you can tell that right away. But they're doing all these films of the 70s and early 80s. They did one film in the 90s, and that was Drop Zone. And believe me, I'm telling you right now, I like Wesley Snipes and certain stuff, but as for Drop Zone, that film just fucking sucks. And people knows it sucks. It's not a fun B movie. It's not a fun action film. It just... stuff goes on, nothing happens. Stuff goes on, nothing happens. And you're struggling all the way through. It's like... I mean, I can understand about Demolition Man, people like that. I get that. Blade, I totally get. I already understand. You know, stuff like that. But, you know, you just want to, like, get that stupid stuff. I mean, that's you. That's not me. That'll never be me. But I don't. Sorry about that. But I don't like Drop Zone. I'm sorry, but I don't. Stuff like Nightmare at Noon, Wild Force. You know, give me like a cruiser movie. Give me a like I saw Alien from LA, Albert Pune from Not Bad. It's kind of there. There's kind of something there, and you can see there's kind of something there, but it's not all there. You know, or the documentary on Golden Eye. I like that kind of shit, but you know, stupid 90s films that don't measure up anymore. Because you can tell, like Kino put up like Sneakers and Black Sheep. It's like Black Sheep is, you know, not a good film for Chris Farley. He ain't making it. It was the one he, and as far as I know, the one he filmed, and he says this. I said it in an interview, or you can see or stuff about him when he made Black Sheep. It was a totally different film what he made. The one that got released is not the same film that he made with David Spade at all. It turned into Mr. Shit. So why would I want that 4K when I know that film is Mr. Shit? I wouldn't. Or Sneakers. I've seen shit like that before and stuff came after it. It's same old. People are spies. People do this. People are government. But they did that. People are spy. You're not a spy. I'm a spy. You're a spy. We've seen all that shit. What's new about that? Absolutely nothing. It's on 4K. Okay. But is it anything new or bringing to the table? Absolutely not. Why would I want it? It's garbage. I admire Robert Redford and people are in it. I appreciate them doing stuff like that. But at the time, it's like I've seen stuff that came before and after it. A lot better. I mean, I'd rather have Iron Man. I'd rather have what kills should I have? I rather have good band. Well, I do have good band. But I rather have I rather have Kindergarten. I rather have Kindergarten Cop. I rather have Escape from Alcatraz. I rather have, you know, a bunch of other stuff that Kino has put out. Or I rather have Code of Silence. I rather have stuff like that. Even Enter Ninja. I rather have. Excuse me. Then you'll see just a lot of some a lot of 90s films I'm seeing now, some do hold up and a lot of them just don't anymore. They just don't. Where 70s and 80s films hold up. 90s was, I'll put it this way right now, 90s films are like trying to find their own footing, bring stuff from the 80s into the 90s because they don't know what to do with such and such. So you have that recurring thing, but you also tried try something old new again, and then try to find something, find their footing that like what works and what doesn't, and and the '90s stuff worked a little bit more, but for the first 5 or 6 years, '90 to like '97, a lot of stuff did not work. I think '90s was still trying to find their ground, and when they did, a lot of things hit, a lot of things missed. Some things hit, but a lot of it missed. Because people didn't want this, and this. As I said, nobody, no. Oh, the next VSUs are something good, but nobody wants like no more '90s garbage anymore. Wait, Jade. They put Jade. Jade is one of the worst '90s films I've ever seen. It's by William Friedkin, one of the best directors of the '70s and '80s. But Jade is a total, and I'm not sorry for saying this all, is a total piece of shit. It starts with a murder mystery and goes nowhere. It stars David Caruso before he had CSI Miami, all that stuff. And he started in the William Friedkin movie, and he's basically given nothing to do. The movie just stops to a halt, and the movie just 100% sucks. I don't care if it's on 4K, 1K, 8K, 200K, whatever. The film is just 100% garbage. Anybody bought that are going to realize this film is not a real freaking movie. I don't know what this is, but this movie is a piece of crap. And that's what Jade is. Crap. I don't know anybody that liked it or ever did. They bought it. They're going to have regret buying it, and they're going to have to toss it use it as a coaster, or sell it to, or trade it, or sell it, because for what they got, for what they paid for it. But you see my point? I like collecting Blu-rays, I love Blu-rays, I love movies, and this is what this is about. But when I'm passionate about something, when I know that something really sucks, and people don't realize it, and people aren't sinking in, and people aren't regretting what they're buying, then that irks me a little bit. Or people always what these movies are, when I've seen more movies than probably people can count. And so these YouTubers who haven't seen a lot of shit I have, and a lot of stuff they're buying, especially a lot of '90s stuff, doesn't work anymore. I realize it don't work. It worked back then at the time, but today a lot of them don't work. A lot of them don't pass the bar, or if there was a bar, they failed. The movies failed miserably. They came at a good time, but now when you look at them, it's like, do we care anymore? Why bother we watching this stuff? No, it's not like fight. It's it's not like a Fight Club or Matrix or a Face Off. I don't care about Face Off. People love that movie. It's not like The Rock, which I like, or From Dusk to Dawn, or Reservoir Dogs, or Pulp Fiction, or Courts, or a fun little B movie like The Mountain Toys or Dollman or something. It's not. You know what I mean? There's gotta be middle ground somewhere, and my '90s films, there's just too much middle ground in that. No, it's not like Blade, and you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, right? Well, that's it for today, and that's it. So, and as I said, until the next video, every video I do is different, and I appreciate all my subscribers. So please like, subscribe, and comment below. I appreciate it, and everything. So, all right, have a good day and keep cool, everyone. All right, but until next, bye.